Good morning, students. Hope you are all well. Due to this corona pandemic situation, we started your classes through WhatsApp app so that you can stay at home and also enjoy your classes from home. Today, I will take your science class. Today, we will start from chapter number 1. Though we have completed more than 2 chapters, but today we will discuss about the first chapter, living things and non-living things. So let's get started from the chapter. First of all, you have to know the meaning of the word living and non-living. Living means that things which have lives, and non-living means no lives. Okay? That means that things have lives, we can call them as our living things, and those who have no lives, we can call them as our non-living things. For example, you can say that people around us, cat, dog, plants, they are living things. And that thing around us like this pencil, and also we can say this book, chairs, tables, that things are non-living things because they have no lives. Now we know the definition of living things and non-living things. But how can you differentiate between a living things and non-living things? So, to differentiate the thing is living or non-living, you have to know some characteristics about living and non-living. Okay? So, the first characteristics is living things can grow. See your book, page number 11. See the picture. This is a picture of a baby and this is a picture of an adult. See, a baby grows into an adult. That means living things can grow. It's growing. The baby is growing. See, the kitten is growing. And also, the plant is growing into a tree. Okay, that means living things can grow, and we can see the shape and the size. See, in the same way, we can see the shape and the size of a baby is not same with the adult, also for the kitten and also for the tree. That means we can say that living things can grow and also it can change its size and shape. But non-living things like chairs, tables, books, pencils, these things are non-living things. That means these things do not grow and do not change its size and shape. Okay? So the first characteristics is living things can grow and living things can change its size and shape, but non-living things cannot. Okay. Next one is living things breathe. Living things breathe. That means we can breathe. We are human beings. We people can breathe through our nose. So we can say that nose is our breathing organ. In the same way, except human beings, the fish, the insects, any other animals, they can also breathe because they are living things. So, in the same way, fish can breathe through their gills. Yes. So, human beings, except human beings, and we can say that the cats, dogs, etc. animals can breathe through their nose. And the same way, fish breathe through their gills. In the same way, insects breathe through tiny holes on their bodies called air holes. Some animals like earthworm breathe through their skin. Yes, they can breathe through their skin. That means we can see that different living things have different breathing organs. This is very important, and mark it in your book, that lines. See, mark it in that line, human beings. These are the case for animals. If we say about tree, how can a tree breathe? A tree can breathe through its stomata. What is stomata? Stomata is a tiny pore that is present underside of the leaf. Okay, here a picture is given on your book. See, this is a picture of a leaf, and underside of the leaf the stomata is present. Through this stomata a plant can breathe. Okay, next one is living things can move. Yes, living things can move. For example, human beings, cats, dogs, all animals we can see around us, they can move, they can change their place. We can move from here and there. That means we are living things, we can change our place, but non-living things cannot change their place. For example, this pencil, if we keep the pencil on the table, it cannot move by its own. We have to move the pencil, then it will move, otherwise it cannot move. Okay, car, train, bus, these things can move by the human beings, by the people. When it is driven by any people, it will move, otherwise it will not move. So car, train, bus are also non-living things. Next one is living things need food to grow. Living things means human beings, cats, dogs, any other animals need food to grow. Even also the plant also need food to grow. So obviously if we don't take food, we cannot survive. We need food every day. So we are human beings and we are living things. In the same way, plants make their own food by the help of air, water and sunlight. It takes air and it takes sunlight, and also it takes water from the soil. Then the plants can make their own food in their leaves. That is called the kitchen of a tree. So in that way the plant can make their own food. Okay, that means plant also need. The next one is living things can feel and respond. That means if we talk about human beings have 5 sense organs. That means we can smell, we can see, we can listen, we can feel the pain, okay, through our these sense organs. That means human beings, we can feel, in the same way, except human beings, all insects around us and all animals around us, they also have their own sense organs. Okay, for example, if we talk about some insects like cockroach, they have their antennas so that they can sense around them with the help of the antenna. Okay, next one, plants do not have any sense organ like human or like any other animals, but they can also feel around them. How can they feel? For example, if you take a potted plant and place into a dark room and keep the window side, just one window side open, and then after few days you can see that the branches of the plant is bending towards the window because the sunlight is coming from that window side. Okay, that means it can feel the light, it can feel the temperature around them. Okay, that means though plant do not have any sense organ, but it can feel. Remember that. Now take a look what we learned today. Definition of living things and non-living things, the characteristics of living things and non-living things. And the characteristics are, first one was the living things can grow but non-living things cannot. Next one, living things can breathe but non-living things cannot. Third one is living things can move but non-living things cannot. Next, fourth one is living things need food to grow but non-living things does not. Next one is the fifth one, living things can respond and living things can feel the surroundings around them. Okay, now we will discuss some questions that is given in your book. So let's solve the 4 questions in the revision zone. The first question is, fish have gills or lungs to breathe? So the answer will be gills. Fish have gills to breathe. Number 2. Living things need soil or food to grow and live. Which one will be the answer? The answer will be food. That means living things need food to grow and live. Number 3. Plants make their food with the help of air, water or insect and sunlight. Obviously it will be water. You know very well that plants make their own food with the help of air, water and sunlight. Number 4. All living things can feel or touch the changes around them. What will be the answer? The answer will be all living things can feel the change around them. Okay? Today only this much. Hope you understand this portion. And if you have any doubt, then write it in the comment box. And see you in the next class. Till then, stay safe and thank you.